In this section, we will focus on resume building. The resume has standard parts as follows: personal information, education, work experience, volunteer experience, skills and qualifications, extracurricular activities, interests and hobbies, honors and awards. There are tons of resources available for you to use. Google Docs has many templates, and Microsoft Word has even more. Some are fancy and visual, others are more basic and plain. It really depends what you're applying for and what you're trying to show. Choose wisely. When in doubt, keep it simple. A good place to start is to review the top 5 do's for building your resume. Number 1, put your most relevant experiences first. Number 2, tailor your resume for each application. Number 3, write accomplishments and quantify them. Don't write job duties. Number 4, extracurricular activities and awards. Number 5, perhaps the most important, proofread for spelling and grammar errors. Get someone else to review your resume. An error is basically a forfeit. It appears sloppy and lazy, and the market is just too competitive to get by with errors. Many of us, including myself, have learned this one the hard way. When it comes to the sections of your resume, a common debate is what comes first: education, work experience, volunteer experience, skills and qualifications? The answer is, it depends. Whichever is most relevant for the position you're applying for. Why is this the answer? Because you only have about 6 seconds to make an impression. Search it up. You need to put your best foot forward, the one that's best aligned with what they're looking for. Whichever is going to get them to invest another 6 seconds, and so on. How do you know what is most relevant? That's the million-dollar question. Dissect the job posting. What seems most important to them? Research the company and the position. Talk to people who already work there. What can they tell you about what is most important? Your best guess, an educated guess. This brings us to the experience paradox. The what? The experience paradox. You need experience to get a job, but you need a job to get experience. This isn't just for entry-level jobs. This paradox runs all the way up the corporate ladder. So what? Now what? The trick is to get experience without actually being in the position, and to build your skills and prove yourself as capable of doing the job. A little luck doesn't hurt either. Make the most of the experiences you do have. Identify experience gaps and make a plan to fill the gaps. Make the most of the experiences you do have. List out all your experiences using our worksheet download. Identify what skills may have been used for each experience. Articulate those skills into an experience bullet point. Let's dive into the first point. This is our experiences worksheet. Put your name, year born, and the date at the top of the worksheet. The year start and year end columns will populate based on your year born that you entered. This will be helpful later to relate your experiences to a year rather than a grade. Each row of the sheet represents a school year. I still relate all my experiences to the school year they happened in. If you asked me what happened in 1980, I couldn't tell you. But if you asked what happened in grade 3, I could give you tons of details. For example, my teacher was Mrs. Kirkwood. The columns represent the main classifications for experiences: school, clubs, sports, other, work, volunteer, and technology used. You can change them or add to them if you like. This sheet is intended as a thought starter. It's your sheet for your life, so you can modify it as you see fit. Fill in all your experiences in the appropriate year and classification. Try not to leave anything out. We are trying to capture the sum of all your experience, so you can distill them into possible skills and then use this information as a basis for adding bullet points to your resume. Some of you may have lots of experiences, others may have very few. They are what they are. For this part of the exercise, we're just capturing them on paper. We're not evaluating them. Here's a sample of a completed template. Let's see what we've got. At school, we've got participation in a variety of activities, consistent honor roll, some awards, and some sports. Nothing for clubs, multiple years of soccer and gymnastics. Under other, we have some skill building activities. This person also has a small entrepreneurial side business. In the work column, there is one job, party host. For volunteering, there are a few activities here as well. Under technology used, we have a variety of Microsoft Office apps, Google apps, and video editing apps. Spend some time completing your worksheet. Remember, add everything you can think of. When you come back, we'll look at how to distill the skills from your experiences.